All right, I should be live. Hey everyone, this is Extravaganza and welcome to today's live stream. So I hope this is all working. I've had a lot of trouble setting up this today because I'm transitioning. I'm like in a transitioning phase for my channel right now, doing a lot of new things, new setup and everything. So I hope you can hear and see me. Didi's already saying you can see and hear me loud and clear. That is perfect. Hey Morph, hey Didi, and I see there are also more people. Just I don't see them in chat, but there are more people watching. That is very, very cool. I hope you're all doing well. And you can see me. Okay, face cam is actually working. That's cool. All right. Yeah, it's not perfect yet. I still have to do a few settings, but we are getting there for sure. That's cool. Yeah, I just decided, like a few people have said, that it might be kind of cool to do it with my face off and on. I have not decided to do it in my regular videos, but I thought, like, you know what? When I'm interacting with you live in my live streams, might be a cool idea to actually do it. So, yeah, just trying that out today. And if I don't like it, I'll probably not do it again. All right, very cool. What are we doing today? Well, before we start, I actually have prepared a question of the stream. Very fitting for today, because today we will be playing a few button shy games. I've selected a few that I've been wanting to play on my channel for a while. And why don't you let me know in chat or in the comments when you're watching this video, if you're watching this video after the stream has been live, what your favorite button shy games are. I think Didi has already said something. My first solo experience was Spaceship. Would not miss my beloved company. Yeah, Spaceship is amazing. It's a really, really good game. I like that as well. I have played it on the channel, right? I think I've played it live. Today I thought, you know what? Before we talk about the games for today, let me show you something. I think I've never shown that on the channel. No, we will not be playing Lord of the Rings in German. This is actually a perfect box that I just found, like I think only a few weeks, maybe a few months ago. So I now have a box that has the perfect size for all my button shy games here, as well as a few like other things that I like to play quite a bit. It's not my only solo box, but it's like my box with like all my button shy games and a few other like small like wallet games and stuff. That's pretty cool. So I've sorted this all here by solo. Like I've sorted this by max player count. So if I say I want to play solo, I know, okay, there's only, well, only, I mean, it's like the entire thing almost, right? Like half the thing, but it's like this side here, and then here's like 2, 3, 4, and even like more than 4 players. There are like a few party games around the chat as well. That's pretty cool because I can just pull out the games that I want to. And with indie player counts, I'm also sorting them by how much I like them, how often I play them, things like that. So that's pretty cool. There are a few here in front that are not... They're not in front because I like them the most, but these are like videos I'm actually working on at the moment, but I'm not, I don't think I'm not ready for videos yet, so you will see these videos for these games quite soon. Today, actually, like this box is perfect. Actually, this has been gone through a lot of iterations here. I've had like so many boxes. I've used a Cascadia box for a while because I actually do have the expansion, and I use the expansion box because I like it more. I use that on my shelf. So I used my Cascadia box for a while, but that wasn't the right size. It doesn't really fit too well. This one is perfect. This is just amazing. I don't even own the game. I got this from my neighbor because he didn't need it anymore, the box, because he had like the expansions, I think. So that's pretty cool. Just wanted to show that off because I think you've never seen like the box with like my collection. All right, that didn't hurt anything. All right, and today I thought we would tackle these 3 games if we can get through them all. These are games I've been wanting to show off on the channel for a long time. This one for a very long time. I don't know, when did it come out? I backed this on Kickstarter and I've never shown that off. So maybe we should start off with that. Unsurmountable. Then we have the Royal Limited, where you have like passengers you put in a train. Here you're climbing a mountain. I would keep Riverwild for the end because I might have to change my setup a little bit and where I place the camera. But I'd really like to show that to you as well. These are all games, just a small disclaimer at the beginning. These are all games I don't play very often, to be honest. These are not some of my most favorite games. That means I hope that I will actually get all the rules right today. But if any of you know the rules, just feel free to correct me in chat. So Emma has also joined the live stream. Welcome. Really cool to see you here. I think I haven't seen you in a live stream for a while. And Skippy is also here. Very, very cool. Welcome to the stream. So, Emma is saying, I love Rove and Numpsters. Yes, 100%. Rove is still one of my most favorite games. I don't play it very often, but that's not because I don't like it. I think it's like one of the very best button shy games. I would say it's probably in my top, at least in my top 10, I think in my top 5 maybe, button shy games. It's really good, but it's just so thinky, right? I'm not always like in a mood to think that much for such a small game, but it's very, very good. Numsters is a great one as well. The Last Lighthouse, Ancient Realm, Naturopolis, and a few others. Yeah, The Last Lighthouse, by the way, just a small spoiler. This is actually currently one of my most favorite button shy games. The Last Lighthouse is absolutely amazing. Like it's been quite a while since I've said like this game is like totally amazing and one of my most favorites, but The Last Lighthouse is one of those. Didi saying about Rove, Numsters, Food Chain Island, Ancient Realms, and probably some more. Very good. Very good choice. I actually don't own Food Chain Island anymore, but that's because I've had it for such a long time and I played it so often. And now I usually use Numsters for like a similar kind of idea, right? In hand, I rather play Numsters instead of Food Chain Island. It is saying, also got the one that looks like old arcade game. I have no idea which one you mean there. And Skippy is saying, you a member of the Board Game of the Month Club. I don't know how that works with EU shipping. I was a member for about 2 years, but it was just too much to keep up with after a while. I haven't been a Board Game of the Month Club member. That's quite a mouthful. But I just wanted, like a few months ago, I wanted to start like actually doing that, right? And now I think they don't ship to the EU anymore. I think they changed that, right? So I think it's only for like digital tier or something like that, and I would rather be interested in like a physical tier. I would like pay for the shipping and everything, but I think they stopped. It. So that's why I'm still not a Board Game of the Club member, but feel free to correct me if they maybe changed it back, or maybe I'm just too stupid to see it. Marv was saying, I have bought Rove, but have not played it yet. You really should. It's absolutely amazing, really. It was the only solo game they had at UKGE last year at the Button Shy booth, and shipping is too expensive. Yeah, it is. That's why I don't back all Button Shy games anymore. I still back a lot, especially the solo ones, but like shipping is always like really, really pricey. I don't know why they don't have an EU hub. I have no idea. All right. So I would say we get started. We will do that at the end because I might have to change the setup here. So either the Royal Limited or Unsurmountable. Which one will I choose? I don't know. I think I have to choose Unsurmountable because that's the one I have to show off because it's just, yeah, it's just long overdue, this video. Didi saying Hyperstar Run is the latest one that looks like the old arcade game. Oh, you mean that one? Yeah, I actually playtested that. Like in the Discord server, you can like sign up for the playtest server. And I playtested that one as well because like the theme is absolutely amazing. And the game was good. So I backed it on Kickstarter because I like the game. I don't know how much I will like it in the long run, but well, we'll see, right? Because I'm actually rotating my collection a little bit, like my entire collection. I'm selling off a lot of games, and I think a few Button Shy games will also be a target, but that's fine. I have so many, so I think that should be okay. All right, so Unsurmountable, what are we doing? We are climbing a mountain, right? So that makes sense. I will have to keep the rules kind of nearby because, to be honest, I don't play this very often anymore. So, yeah, we have like all these mountain cards. I think 17, right? The 18th one is the helicopter card. We'll just put that aside for now. And we have a row of cards in just a moment. And we are like building a pyramid, so to speak, with like 4 cards as the base and then like 3 cards like that, 2 and 1, right? And you see like there are these paths we need to connect. And we need to find a way from the bottom edge of the pyramid, of the mountain, like here, for example, or here as an entry point. And then we need to connect a way all the way to the top. We don't need to exit at the top border. We can also exit at left or right on the top card, but we need to like get to the top card, right? So that is like, that is very important. That's like what we're trying to do. And like the idea here is that we are having a row of cards we can choose. We can choose a card from, but we can only build the left one. The other ones we can use for the effects here, right? That's like kind of what we're doing. So let me just quickly set this up. It's a game that is really, really quickly set up. So we just shuffle them a little bit here. Am I saying the Button Shy booth at UKGE always sells it before I get there? A couple years ago, pretty much all they had was Pentaquark, and I bought it and it broke my brain. Oh, Emma, I totally get you. I had Pentaquark as well. Some of you may know because I actually made a video on that. I actually made a video like really quickly for this game because I knew if I waited for a month, I'd have to relearn the entire game because it really breaks your brain. And I also don't own it. Oh, I still own it. I still own it, yeah. But it will. It's like on the. It's like currently like about to leave my collection because it just breaks my brain too much. And if I want to have like a brain burner from Button Shy Games in a small format, I'd rather play Rove. It's the much superior game. All right, so we put out I think 5 cards. So let me just do that. The thing is we don't have enough room here. I might have to turn off my face cam because well, let me put them on the right. Maybe we can do it like this. So we need to put 5 cards. Usually you put them in a row, like from left to right, right? I will just put them from top to bottom. Just imagine like that the top card is the one that we can use. Oops, what am I doing here? Do they fit like this? It's gonna be rough, but we can get it there. I can't pull up the camera much more because of my new setup. I'm still trying to figure that out, but I think it works. And I think here we should be able to somehow build the pyramid. You might not be able to see might see the left of the pyramid later on, but I can also move around my camera a little bit, my face cam. That should be okay. Or I'll just turn it off, right? And like here's a deck of cards. I'll just put that up here. You don't really need to see it at the moment. Like this. That is already the entire setup. So what we do is, oh wait, you have new comments here. I bought the demo copy of Rove there. It was all that was left. Talked the guy into selling it to me, even though it was used. Okay, okay. So I guess you hopefully got a better price. I hope. Mom said, "Don't turn it off. We want to see the struggle." It's gonna be a struggle, yeah. But at least I'm not rolling any dice, right? So that's okay. Did you say maybe moving the cam view to the top left could help without blocking the pyramid? Yeah, that's maybe because you don't need to see the helicopter really, right? So let me do that. Can I just move it like this? Do you see that? How I'm moving that? I think that should work. I have a delay, so I don't know. But let's just hope it worked. I can also make it a little smaller, actually. Give me just a moment. Maybe like this. Yeah, okay. Maybe that's better. Let's see if that worked. It worked. Wonderful. Now I see it, yeah. Yeah, because I have like today I have a really huge delay. I think like 7-8 seconds at least. So I always see it like live here in my OBS, but I don't see it in YouTube. Too fast. Too quick. Yeah, I have that helicopter card. I'll just put it up here. Okay. And then we're pretty much ready to play. So the leftmost card is going to be the top card today, right? And the other ones are the ones that are not the leftmost card, right? Just imagine they're going from left to right like this, okay? Because if you want to like play the game yourself, you need to know. Usually you put them like from left to right. Top to bottom is fine as well. So what I'll do in my turn is either I place the topmost card, and like you can imagine, right, you play it like in a pyramid pattern. I can't like start at the top, I need to start at the bottom, and as soon as I have like 2 cards as a foundation, I can also like build on top of it, right? And I'm trying to build like this 4-3-2-1 pyramid, at least in the normal mode. I think I remember that there are more difficult modes where you have to build like a bigger pyramid, I think, if I don't want to place it. Because this is a pretty bad card to place, actually, right? So we already have like really bad starting conditions. What I can also do is take one of these 4 cards and not place them, but I can then discard the card and use the effect. So for example, this one would say swap a card in the base camp. This is the base camp here, right? With a card on the mountain, right? So let's say I would have a card on the mountain. Then I could just use this card, discard it, and swap this card like on the mountain I want to swap with another card from the base camp, right? So that's how it would work. And that's like what's interesting about this game. A lot of people like this puzzle, that you only have this one card you can place, right? And these you can only use the effects of. I find it a little bit too limiting, but let's see how I will do today. This one says choose a card in the base camp, as I said right here, and remove it from the game. Do not use its ability. Now you may think, yeah, but removing cards is bad, right? Because we need to finish the pyramid. Yeah, kind of, but I could use this to remove the top card because it's like really bad at the moment, right? And then I could, then everything would like move up or left if you played it like correctly. Then here we have choose a card on the mountain and remove it from the game. Do not use its ability. The mountain is what we build up here, right? And last but not least, this one is the wrong way. Swap the first card, which is the one up there or on the left, with a card on the mountain. Okay, so I guess we will have to use some ability first. Then we also have this helicopter card. we can use this at any time, and we can remove this card from the game in order to choose a card in the base camp and put it at the bottom of the deck. That can help. For example, I could put a card like this maybe here, right? That has like 2 ways like on the card, and then leaves the card, and put it at the bottom of the deck as like one of the last cards that I can place, right? So that is actually quite helpful. So what do we have here? Kim. Welcome to the stream, or at least to the chat. Thanks, Sir Thackus from Alabama. You're very welcome. And greetings to Alabama. Didi saying, wow, all the way from Alabama at Kim. Greetings over the huge lake. Yeah, for sure. All right, so let's get started. So what do we do? There is a card, so it helps if you kind of know what effects are in the game, right? So there is one card that lets you rotate a card in the mountain 180 degrees, right? So what I could also do is place the card here at the top, right? Like this one. Place this one here, down here, and then maybe rotate it 180 degrees later on if I need to, but I'd rather not actually. I'd rather not actually. Let me just see. But like all these swap cards, they don't really do anything for me, right? These 2 cards. And also the card remove on the mountain. It doesn't do anything because I don't have anything on the mountain yet, right? So either I need to place this card, or I will choose a card in the base camp and remove it from the game. It will be that card. But this one's actually a nice card to have. I don't want to remove it. So I will actually place it. Let's just place it here. At the beginning, I don't have to, let's say like this is the second card in the pyramid, right? I can still like build around it. So I will just place it here centrally and then see what happens. All right, and now these all move up, or as I said, to the left if you play it the way it's intended to, and we take the next card here. This one says, rearrange the cards in the base camp. This is really good. If there are multiple cards, the order must change, right? So I need to change something if I use this, but that one is very, very helpful. But it's also a card that is really good to place because you see there are like pathways and like in all directions, right? That is very good, but not to all places, right? Because remember, we need to like place them like halfway over these cards, right? Not like directly here, and so this card wouldn't lead to that card over here, right? So that's one thing to keep in mind. It's actually quite an interesting spatial puzzle here. All right, so this one's actually not too bad. We could now take this and place it here, right? That means now we have our way up. And if we use it maybe a little bit centrally, right, we can now move up the mountain. I think that's not too bad. That's not the worst start you could have. Not the best start, but also not the worst. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you have seen it when I drank my tea. Can you see it in the camera? Yeah, that's actually the mug I'm drinking today. It says Misadventure Awaits and showing a 1, nat 1 on a d20, because that's how I roll, right? So let's see if we have some misadventures today. All right, so we draw the next card here. And the thing is, if you find the game too easy, which I don't find, right? I'm actually not very good at this game. Surprise, surprise. But you can make it much harder. And then there are also expansions and stuff, so there's quite a lot of replayability here. Mob saying, very fitting mug. Yeah, for sure. I wish it weren't, but... Okay, so the new ability here. Reduce the size of the base camp by 1. That just means that we would have only 4 cards instead of 5. I don't want to do that. Okay, so we actually, this one isn't too bad. Look at this card here. I'm not gonna jinx anything, but look at this, because we can place this here now, right? And we actually have a way from the bottom edge, like the pathways, of course, connect behind the sides, right? That's, I think it's obvious, but I'm just pointing it out. So we could start down here, either one of these paths, and then go right and up here, and here we can go in all directions. So actually, we're not doing too bad here. And now I jinxed it. All right, so let's pull them all up. Keep in mind that you will usually do them from left to right instead from top to bottom. So this card here is pretty bad actually, right? But that's not too bad because we need cards as a foundation here, right? Because otherwise we can't, because I can't build up anymore, right? I can't build up here because that would like be an overhang here, right? I need to continue the base. So we can actually just take this one. It makes sense to have another card. I mean, I could also place it here. It doesn't matter. You don't have to connect them, right? You really don't have to. But it makes sense to do it like this, because this way, if this path doesn't work out at the end, I still have like here and here where I can connect cards, right? So that's not too bad. I'm like leaving you always need to leave yourself with your options in this game. That's very important. Okay, so we pull them all up. And there we go. Oh, I forgot to tell you the new abilities here. Choose a card on the mountain. Now we have part of a mountain. Remove that card from the game without using its ability and replace it with this card. Also not... Oh, this is very strong actually, because this one just goes up, right? This one's actually very good. And then this one says draw a card from the deck and add it to the mountain. That is actually nice. Oh, that's actually good. Because now it would make sense to use it, or next round, because if it's a good card, I can just place it where it needs to be. And if it's not a good card, I can just place it as a foundation. Oh, I might actually use that. But first, I would like to place a card here so I have more options. Can we place this card? Oh, this card is actually pretty bad. Place it there. I don't like that. Rearrange the cards in the base camp. You know what? We could do that. We could do that. And then, which one would I put up there? No, I don't know. Actually, I would like to put this card there. See? This one would be nice. Ooh, this would be amazing. Actually, it would be okay. It would not be amazing. This one would be good. This one would be good. Because, yeah, this path is blocked off, but we can still get from the bottom up here, right? This one would be nice. Okay, I have an idea. Let me do it like this. Let me take this card and put it here, right? Let me just do it like this. Now they all go up. Actually, I don't know. This is like always a game I don't play very often, but every time I play it, I think like, yeah, it's actually not too bad. I don't know. I don't have the most healthy relationship with the game, I think. Okay. Skippy is saying, I imagine you backed the re-release of Dragons of Etchenstone, but did you also get the extra feelings of Fetch and Bone? Looks adorable. Okay, so first of all, yes, you know me well. Of course, I backed the re-release because I really like the game. I don't play it as often as I like to, unfortunately. But maybe that's because it's like for a game on the road. It's like a very portable game, and it is quite complex for that, right? So I'm not always in the mindset to play it, because I don't think it's a game that you can just play only like part of it, like the first journey or something like that, and then just put it away and play it again, like continue playing after a month or something, right? Because like you kind of need to like know like what you have been doing, right? But it's a really good game, and of course I backed it on GameFound, and yeah, I also got felines of Fetch and Bone. Of course I did. It's not necessary at all, right? And I think that's only the base game, but it's just too adorable. I agree with you. I had to back it, of course. Yeah, I had to. Okay, I'm gonna use this card now. This card. Choose a card on the mountain, remove that card from the game without using its ability, and replace it with this card. So I'm going to remove this one now that I just placed, and put that here instead. So you see, now we have I have two pathways up here. That is pretty good. So this one we will just remove. Let me just put it, I don't know, here. Right? These move up. So now you've seen what happens if you don't build the top card, but if you actually just use an ability, right? That's gonna be saying same. Okay, very, very cool. Nice. I don't know how often I will play Felines of Fetch and Bone, but I think they have said, because just as a trivia, if I'm not mistaken, if you know it better, please correct me. But as far as I know, Chip Theory Games said that they only want to publish the Felines of Fetch and Bone as a print and play. And then a lot of people said, no, we want it physically, And they said, okay, well, then we'll just do it physically, but without the expansions, I think. And also they said they will not release it or sell it afterwards, like release regularly, right? And that's why I said, okay, you know what? I think this is going to be a really cool collector's item if you like the game, which I do a lot. So, of course, for me, a no-brainer to back it. So, now I have a little issue, because at first glance, this one looks good, right? But remember, you can't place it like this. We have to place it like this, and no pathway. So this card doesn't help me at all. I had this idea, right? Oh, by the way, I always forget to tell you the abilities here. Discard the first ability, the first card, and activate its ability. That is not too bad either, because this one says rearrange the cards in the base camp. So we could do that, right? I could use this one. Discard this one, then we rearrange these 3 cards that we still have here. Is there a good card? This one is good, right? If I can rotate it 180 degrees later on. I think there is a card that lets me rotate it. Now I'm not sure. Should I risk it? Because this one would be amazing. Actually, no, it also wouldn't be amazing. It goes off to the side. Nah, doesn't really help me either. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna do it differently. I'm gonna do what I wanted to do. I'm gonna use this card here, draw a card from the deck and add it to the mountain. I'm gonna do that now. So I'll discard this. And now I'll draw a card from the deck because we still need to do a base of 4, right? So is this a good card? Not really. Not really. So I'll just put it here as a base to extend the mountain a little bit more. Oh, of course, what I didn't mention, but I think it's obvious, right? The way you see me play, but you can't just rotate them 180 degrees, right? You can't do that. Except if you have like an ability that allows you to do that. So, let's see. Draw a card from the deck and remove it from the game. Do not use its ability. Okay, that's quite progressive. So what do we do? I still want to go up. Now I could use this card here, actually. Now I can build this, because now I can build it here, you see? So, and now theoretically, we could also like go all the way here and then down there, I think, but that doesn't make sense because there's nothing else. So now we can move up here, and then we can go here, we can go there, but also we can just go here. So we have now 3 exits at the top. That is very good. I think we're setting it up quite nicely. So, there we go. DD saying, so you don't need the roads to connect at the base sideways. No, it's okay. Let me check the rules again. But the way I know it is that you don't have, then they don't need to connect, right? Because otherwise I couldn't have played this card, right? Because it wouldn't have connected anywhere, right? So it doesn't have to connect, but you want it to connect because you need to go up the mountain somehow, right? Here you see these also don't connect, but that should be fine. But let me just check again, just in case. No, it says the paths can split off into dead ends, and your mountain can have other paths that are not connected to your main path. That's totally completely fine. Yeah, and otherwise I think this would be impossible. The game looks simple now because I have quite a decent setup at the moment. But it is quite a hard game, I find. It would be even harder then if you couldn't do that, right? Oh, I forgot. I still have the face cam on. Yeah, this is something new for me. Okay. I hope we're not doing any embarrassing things. So let's see. This one says swap 2 cards that are touching on the mountain. That is nice. We could also use that at some point. Touching means this here, this card is touching that one and this one, right? Okay, now I need to think. If I put this one here, then I would swap these 2, that wouldn't do anything. Swapping these 2 wouldn't do anything either. Okay. This one also not. I need a card that goes up like this. That could work. I think that works, right? If I put that there and this one there, I think that works. So I will put this one right here, which seems bad. Oh no, I can't put it there. It's an ability. I have to use it. So I have to get rid of this card first. Yeah, discard the first card and activate its ability. What was that? Reduce the size of the base camp. No, I don't want to do that. I want to build this card. Can I also build this one? Yeah, but it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to build this one. Yeah, I'm having a few issues here. I'm not happy. But what I could also do is still build this one. I just need to get rid of this card here somehow. Okay. We only need 3 more cards, right? So it's actually getting quite tough now. But because this one takes the wrong direction. But I could put it... No, I can't put it here. No, it doesn't make any sense. Okay. Okay, then we will have to do it differently. I will use this ability here, I think. Discard the first card and activate its ability. Right? Right? And then I would activate this one. I will reduce the size of the base camp, but it would be gone. And I could build this one. Yeah, I think that's an idea. I think I will do that. So I will discard this one, use its ability. So we only have a base camp with 4 spots now, right? Let me just put it here on the side for me, so I have it as a reminder. All right, and then we push them all up and only draw 1 card. Okay. Okay, so now I will this one. I will put this one, I said here, right? I'll put it right there. Okay. We don't have a whole lot of cards left. It's getting really, really tough now. But I have a few ideas. Can I use... Oh, I think I don't have a card that goes up anymore. By the way, here's the card. Rotate the card on the mountain 180 degrees. That's it. That's the card. But first I want to do this one here. I want to have this one. Actually, I need this actually to get up the mountain, right? I can do differently. I can build this one right here. Oh, I didn't see that. Because now we have a path up here, up there. So now we just need to finish off 1 card at the top. Marv is saying you could use the helicopter to not reduce the size of the base camp. Oh, you're right. Oh, you're right. I could have used the helicopter. Well, the more you know. That would have been a really good idea. And now I blame the delay. Okay, so let me think now. I think we are done because I can now use the top card. Put it there. That's it. It's 4, 3, 2, 1, right? It is, yeah. It really is. Because what we need to find is a way from the bottom edge to the top card, and then it also needs to leave the top card, I think. If I'm not mistaken, let me just see. You have a completed mountain with no empty spaces and a continuous path connecting the center of the top card. Oh, you don't even have to go off the card. You just need to reach the card. But you always go off the card because there are no cards that don't go off. That means, I think we won, right? So we start down here. We go all the way to the right. Then we go up here, left, and up here. There we go. That's it. Nice. Really cool. Great. Okay, I thought I would definitely lose. But I guess I didn't. Very, very nice. Cool. I like that. You know what I will do now? While we celebrate, I will just put this like here. Now you actually see a little bit behind the scenes of my channel, right? Let me move them a little bit to the left. You will not completely see them on the screen anymore. But what I will do, because I'm recording several games today, I will then like download the live video and like edit up the small videos, and I will then publish them as separate videos. So what I will just do is I will just take 1 or 2 pictures here that I can then edit later on in a nice way. Let me just do it like this for my thumbnail. Sorry, but it just looks too good at the moment. So okay, there we go. Didi, congratulations and yay, Marv and Didi are saying, and also Didi off to a good start. But we all know how luck goes on this channel. It will be all horror from now on. Yeah, I like this. This is all the luck I had, right? This is all the luck that I had for today, and now it will all just go downhill. Just go down. It will just go south from here. Auburn Game seems fun to me. Yeah, it's a pretty fun game. It's still not one of my favorites, but I think that is not because the game is not good. The game is good. It is well designed. It's by Scott Elms, who does like very good games anyway. Not all of them. All of his games are bangers, but he does very good games in general. He makes very good games in general. But I think the reason is just that Buckinghamshire has a very strong lineup. There's some like really amazing games, right? And there are just games that are better than this one in their lineup, right? So it's definitely not the game's fault. It's just because there are better games. So, but there are like lots more things you can do. So you can increase the difficulty. So you have like level 2 to level 5. I just level 1 now, right? Level 2 to level 5. Level 2 means you start the base camp with only 4 cards. Level 3 is, you probably saw that, maybe you saw it, like the cards have different features on them here at the top, like a tent here, and there's like a lake. And this one says, I think you can only have 1 per level, right? Yeah, 1 per row. You can only have like 1 of each card feature, right? Which like really limits you more. And then you also have like features can only appear once on the outer, like on the outer cards, left and right. And the 5 is, then you also have to look at the climbers. Like always like these little small climber guys here, and like you also have to like a specific number there, I think. And then you can also have like the dual peaks and the big climb or something like that expansions, and these like either make you build 2 pyramids or one that is larger, right? I think with a 5 base. So yeah. Almond Kim is saying, which is your favorite button shy? I think I don't have like the most favorite button shy game. There are like a few that I really, really love. One of the most favorite ever is Death Valley, and also like the new Death Valley edition. I love that. Rage More is amazing. The reason I don't play Rage More too often is just because it's not the most elegant game. It has like a lot of like small rules, and I always have to like read the entire rules again if I have like taken a break. If I take a break of like 2 or 3 months or more, that's why I don't play it too often. But it's a really, really good game. It has like a lot of game in like just 18 cards. Then The Last Lighthouse is one of my new favorites. That one is amazing. Rove, of course. Rove is also one of my most favorite games. I think these 4, right? Am I missing anything? You know what? We do have the time, I think. Let me just get my box and see if there are any like others that I find like really amazing. The Last Lighthouse is just my no favorites. Rage More, Rove, right? Oh, of course. Spaceship, of course. Also amazing. Absolutely amazing. Oh, I need to bring those to you, the solo challenges soon. Ancient Realm is pretty good. It's not one of my most favorites, but it's pretty good. At the Helm isn't bad. Yeah, not a fan of that one. I think that's almost it then. Death Valley, right? And I think these are like the best ones. Oh, Scars of Sedlec, of course. Forgot about that one. Scars of Sedlec. And also Tussie Mussy. I think these would be like my top. How many games did I just mention? 7, 8, 9? Like that. Because he's saying that, Skippy. Exactly. Seasons of Rise. I just got that a little while ago as well, but I haven't played it yet. And I have heard that there's a good fan-made solo variant. Is that on Board Game Geek? I think so, right? So yeah, I'll have to look into Season of Rise as well. I got that a little while ago, but I haven't played it yet because it doesn't have a solo mode, an official one. But yeah, Making Manhattan is also really good. You're saying? Okay. Yeah. Well, I could always like print it out. Does it have a solo mode? Making Manhattan? I thought it was like a 2 and 3 player game or something like that. Emma is saying Scott Adams is so good at designing solo games. Yeah, he really is. Yeah, I still wouldn't say that every game is like amazing, but like usually like his games are all at least good, and that is like really tough to do. Like look at how many games he has put out, right? So really good, and some of them are amazing. I just bought The Last Lighthouse, haven't played it yet. Auburn is saying you need to play it. This is like, I don't know, it could enter my top 5, maybe even, I don't know if it's top 3 material, but it's like really good. It's really, really good. All right, now the newest of these 3. It's still not very new, right? But it's like the newest of these 3 at least, I think. Was it River Wild? I'm not sure. But let's play the Royal Limited now. Also good by Scott Elms. Also a game that is really good, but it can't beat like the other games that I just mentioned, right? It's still not one of my most favorite ever, but it's a very good game as well. Essentially what you're doing, you're building up a train, and you're trying to and you're putting like passengers in the train, and you have like multi-use cards here. This is a game I'm really bad at. So you wanted to see me fail? There we go. Okay, so I have no idea how I will set this up here, but let's see. Do I need the bottom? The bottom? Yeah, I don't know where I will put my face cam. This is all new to me. I will put the train departed just up here. This one is just a timer for the round. As soon as the round is over, then I just rotate the card. And then when the next round is over, I rotate it again. And then, of course, if I rotate it the 3rd time, it says train departed. Then the game is over and we score. One thing that is interesting for this game here is that you score only a few points, but these are all negative points. So you actually don't want to score at all. So you actually are getting like negative points. So we have like these VIP guests here. I would just take the top 2. Doesn't really matter. Like you take 2 of those. These are actually double-sided, right? So you have like 10 VIP passengers, and you just choose 2 at the beginning of the game. I'm just taking these two. It doesn't really matter too much. And then we have these train cards, right? Like one thing that's really cool is like the design. I really like the art design here. These are like these old school trains here, right? And you actually place them like we have like the tickets for the passengers as the second use, but you place them like this, right? So you're like actually like building like a little train here, which is really cool. And what I really like, it's just a detail, but it's like the back. I think the back design of these cards is really cool. Really, really nice. So let me just shuffle those. All right. Oh, we have lots of stuff here again. Let me start with Didi because I think he's leaving. Something really unexpected and urgent came up. I'm feeling so bummed. I'd have to watch this later, not live. Have fun, everyone. Thanks for all the great wits, Extravaganza. You really got me into this hobby. Thank you so much for these words. Seriously, I can't say it often enough how much that means to me, right? Because I really do this with a lot of passion. So thank you so much. It's always great to hear that, and have fun. And well, I'm sure you'll watch the rest of the video later on. All right, take care. So what else do we have? Am I saying I like the Royal Limited? A lot of 18 cards games try to cram so much onto both sides of every card, and some of them go over the top. This one has a simple cards and information. You can just play. Yeah, that's right. And also that's very good because I don't play it too often. If you know how it plays, then you can also like let me know if I'm getting any rules wrong. Auburn Kim is saying I love train-themed games. By the way, I just got Switch and Signal the other day, and I'm surprised at how good it is. I wouldn't play it multiplayer, I think, but solo, it's really good. All right, then, and then we just have a deck of cards. I'll just put it, I don't know, here. And I think I should have enough room for our train here. I think my face will be in the way, but I'll just move that around as we go. Let me just have another sip of tea. Oh, good luck. All right. Yeah, I do have a delay of at least 6, 7, 8 seconds. All right. So what do we do in this game? Well, we actually draw a hand of cards. I think 4. I think we draw 4 cards. Let me just check. That is important, actually. No, 5 cards. You see? First mistake, almost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They kind of fit. Let me do it like this. That's fine. As soon as we use the first VIP person, they will fit better. Okay. So, and what we can do now is, now we actually can use all the cards we want to, and we can, like, what we do is we play cards. And we like, take one of these cards and we play it. Either we play it as a train, like this. When we do that, you see like these blue, yellow, and red signs here with a number in them. And the number tells us like how much we have to pay, so to speak, in order to place that train, right? So that means the 0 would mean I don't have to pay anything. But let's say I would place the one with the 1 here. That means I would have to take one of my other cards and discard it. And that's bad. That's really bad because like regularly we don't draw any new cards. As soon as we can't play any card anymore, the round is over and we go to the next round, right? So it's a very quick and very tight game. You really need to somehow try to like put all the cards down, like as many as possible, at best all before the deck runs out. Before all the rounds are over. The thing is that at the end we get negative points for all cards we haven't played. So for everything in the discard pile or in the deck. And we also get negative points for all train wagons that don't have a passenger in them. I will get the passengers in just a moment. And we get a negative point for each VIP that we didn't play. That means we want to place all the cards, and also we want to have like one passenger in every train. Because that's the second thing we can do. What we can also do is take one of these cards and put it here at the top like this. Like that we only see the ticket as the passenger, right? And we need to match either the color or the number of that train card. So here we could either place a passenger with a 1 or a blue passenger. This one would work because it's a blue passenger, right? So that's also what we can do. Also, if we place a train here, the next train card needs to be a different color and a different number. Both, I think, right? I think both of them. Let me just check that again. Add a car. It may have... the first card's fine. Subsequent cards must have a different color and different number. Right. Right. And we only can build from left to right. So I cannot like extend the train at the top there, right? At the front. So imagine here's like the front of the train, right? and we are just extending our train to the back. Last thing to know, I hope the last thing, is when we place a passenger here, then we activate the ability on the train. So this one says, for example, place a card from your hand on the bottom of the deck. Right? Which is okay. Which works. Okay. Alright. Last but not least, we have these VIP passengers. We place them also on the train like this. But they don't have any numbers, right? They only have like colors, and they have like specific conditions where we can place them. This one says the train must have an odd number of cars and at least 3 cars. Place in the middle car, right? So we need to have like 3 or 5 or whatever cars and place them in the middle. That's all. And then we have that's W. Crawford, and then we have P. Woodson. Though she prefers tea and books to large crowds, this poet's readings are sold across the country, and we have to place her between 2 odd-valued passengers. Ooh, that's pretty rough. That means I have to place him first, right? Because she needs to be between 2 passengers, and he needs to be between 2 cars. And this one does not count as an odd-valued passenger, right? Because it doesn't have a number. That means we need to place him first. So I should build 3 train cars, put him in the middle, and then work on her. I think, because then we need 5 train cars. And I think that could work. That could actually work. But Emma, you can correct me if you have any better strategies here. All right, so I definitely want to like get as many train cars down as I can. And I think getting this one down at the beginning, that doesn't cost anything, and I could place this passenger in there. I think that's not too bad. So I will start with this one for now. But then again, I want to place the odd passengers in the back rather, right? But I think that's fine for now. So let me put that there. So now we have 4 cards left, and we don't draw any other cards, right? If we have like any ability that we can trigger to draw a card, that's fine. We want to put him in the middle. Okay, so this one here doesn't cost anything. So if I now place this card, for example, right, that one would work because it has a different number and a different color. But I would have to like discard 3 cards. That's a lot. So the problem is, that if I place this one here, I cannot place either of these there. So I think that's a bad idea, actually. Let me reverse that. Maybe I should put the green one here. That doesn't cost anything, right? Because now I could place this one here, right? Because it's different color, blue instead of green, and different number, 1 instead of 0. I think that might be an idea. So let me do that. Let me place this one there. I think that's a good idea. And now I have to discard 1 card, right? This is actually really tough. But that's fine. We can work with that. Let me discard. I will not be able to place the red one anyway, right? So let me discard this one. We will get discarded cards back. Whenever the deck runs out, we just shuffle the discarded cards and put them back as a deck, right? So it will go back. Marv is saying yes, now I have a delay, so I don't quite know what that refers to, but probably like the idea here, what I'm doing. So I guess I'm not doing anything wrong. But again, you need to place a number 3 next because the 0 is blue. Yeah, but I will not place another train card this round, I think. I will not do that. I think what I will do instead is I will place this one as a passenger, I think. Doesn't make sense? It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. I think I can place this one as a passenger already, right? Because we need to get passengers down as well. Let me put this one right here as a passenger. That works. Either the same number or the same color, right? And this one says discard a card from your hand. So we'll discard this card. And I don't have any cards left that I can play. So I just rotate the round card. And then we start a new round. And I draw again 5 cards. 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's like how the game works, right? That was already 1/3 of the game. And I'm doing really bad. So, but that's what you expected. Oh, look at this. The 0 here. The red 0 isn't too bad. So I cannot place this one or that one or this one as a train card, right? That won't work. But I can place one of these 2, right? Different color, different number. This one I wouldn't have to discard any cards for that one, and then I could place the VIP guest. So that's not too bad. I think that's a good idea, because here I would have to discard 2 cards again, and I'm really limited again. Yeah, it says the Royal Limited, I know, but still I don't want to be too limited, right? So let me put this one right here. That's a different color, it's a different number, that's fine. Marv saying also you can place the 1 as a passenger. Exactly. That's like kind of the idea I had in my brain, but I didn't say it yet, but you're right. So, and now, this one says, right, wild, the train must have an odd number of cards and at least 3 cars. We have 3, we have an odd number, place in the middle card. So, look at this. W. Crawford is fine. And yeah, Morph, you're right. We need an odd passenger here for Miss Woodson, because now we need to put an odd passenger here, 2 train cars, 1 odd passenger there, and then we can put Miss Woodson in the middle. That's like the plan that we have here, right? Didi saying crisis averted back. Well, first of all, great to hear that the crisis is averted. So I hope it wasn't too bad, and welcome back. You didn't miss a whole lot. You just missed me explaining how the game works, but I guess you will just find out the rest as we go. Let me just have another sip of tea. As a good luck boost. So our goal, remember, we get 1 negative point for each VIP guest we didn't seat, for every train card that is empty, and for each card we didn't place. Discard and discard pile and deck, right? And we lose if we have 4 points, right? So we want to place like a lot. We really want to do that. So, let me see. Yeah, right. We placed the passenger, right? That's like the best thing. But actually, oh, I forgot something. I placed him here. I still need to activate the ability here. Choose an adjacent card, trigger its effect. So either I discard a card from my hand, which is bad, or I place a passenger in a car such that the 2 cards have a total value of 3. That won't work, because I can only put a 1 there. Maybe I should not place him there yet. Maybe I should wait, because if I discard a card, then discard a card. I place this one as a passenger, that's fine. And then I can't place any of these anymore, right? That's pretty bad. That is pretty bad. What could I do? What could I do? I could also not put him there yet. And then place a card first. Oh no, I can't do that. No, I think I have no other way. Yeah. But okay, then I will have to discard something. What do I discard? It doesn't really matter, because I can't play any cards anymore. Oh, this is a horrible game. I still have so many cards to go through, and the second round is almost over because I can't place anything. Is there anything that I missed? I don't think so. What I could also do is the following, because I will have reshuffled the cards soon. I think it's more important to get a card down, right? Like a train card down. So I could also discard this one here, or any card, and then place one of these 2s here, right? Because they both would work. And then I have to discard 2 cards, sure. But I would have at least 1 train card down. I think that's what I could do. Marv, why can you not place him later? I cannot place him later because we need to have an odd number of cards, and he needs to be put in the middle. If I wait until I have 5 cards, I need to place him like right in the middle, and then I can't place P. Woodson anymore. That's the issue. You know what? I will discard a card, it doesn't matter which one, and then I will place another train card. I will place... Oh wait, this is the wrong one to discard. This one, I need to discard this one. And now I need to place one of these 2 cards. This one lets me draw 2 cards and place a passenger of value 1 or 2 if I activate it. Okay. Remove the top card of the deck, place it as a passenger in a car matching its color value, and trigger that card's effect. If it can be placed, return it to the top of the deck. Okay, that is not too bad either. That could work, right? But then again, if it's not like if it's not an odd value passenger, I might have an issue. So I think I will take this one here, because I can draw 2 cards. I think that's not too bad. So, did you say, by the way, I tried the Let's Go to Japan because you mentioned it in the last video. It's such a sweet theme. It's an amazing game. For all of you who are watching this and want to play Let's Go to Japan, just one tip. Just play the game regularly. And at the end, like, except if you play it solo, well, even then you could do it, I suppose. But if you play it multiplayer, act it out, right? So go really day by day for each player. And then each player just tells like what they do on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, going through the cards, and like kind of, you don't have to like act or role play, but like kind of role play in such a way that you actually like say what you're doing and stuff, because that just is like the most amazing thing ever, because that is really, really fun. That's like what really makes this game perfect at the end. I was saying, but will you get another odd very direct passenger? Yes, I will, because I discard these two now. Then we go to the last round. I'm horrible. I haven't placed anything down, but maybe we can somehow salvage it. I draw 2 cards, and then I shuffle these up and draw 3 cards. Yes, we don't draw all cards, but we can draw 2 more here maybe. And like the discard pile, we just shuffle it back, right? So 1, 2, 3. There's an odd varied passenger. 4, 5. Oh, 2 even. Okay. We have exactly 2 cards here, so let's see what we can do. Let's try to maximize this. I don't want to get more than 4 negative points, please. Alright, so which cards can I place here? These 2. I can play these 2 there. Red 3, green 1, and red 1. Yeah. These 3 I could place here. And I need to put an odd value passenger there and an odd one there. We have an issue with this one here, right? Okay. Oh yeah, that could be rough now, because we need to put an odd varied passenger here. That's the one. But no, then again, no, we can still do it, because we can also place the blue one. So I think what I need to do is place the 1 in here, put the 3 here, and then place the passenger in there. But that won't work because we don't have enough cards to discard. Yeah. That's kind of rough. DD saying your role-playing house rule made me giggle, so I had to try it. And did it work? You gotta tell me how it was, but it's like it's really good. We were a group of 4 the last time I played it, I think, and we are all like interested in Japan. Like the theme is like interesting for all of us. Everyone in the group, no, half of the group, has been to Japan before, so we said like, okay, we're gonna act it out for sure, and it was amazing. Like not act, but like say like on Monday I'm going there, and then after I have done that, I'm like totally like stuffed because I was eating or whatever, right? And then I went there. It was like really funny because some of the things hardly made any sense. For example, like for me, I was like, I had so many trains to catch. I was like, like all the time I was like going between Kyoto and Tokyo all the time, right? It didn't make any sense, and that was just amazing. That was really, really funny. I was saying red number 1 passenger. Oh no, forget it. Yeah, actually, okay. Let me think here. Oh no, wait. I can put the 3 here, right? I can put the 1 here. I only have to discard 1 card. Oh no, but then I put the green there. Yeah, that works. That works, right? I think that works. Let me think. Yeah, I think that works. Yeah, I think that works. Mob said that was my thought, but then I lost it. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, let's try it. Let me put the 1 right here. Like this. Right? I need to pay 1 card. I will not place this one here. Right? So I discard this one. Okay, so yeah, that should work. I have to look up one rule, because what happens if you can't actually like fulfill one of these things? I'm not quite sure. To the best of the ability. So, because I can't put this one here, right? Because if I put this one in here first, oh no, wait, this one goes in there. If I put this here first, it says that I have to place a passenger in a card so that the 2 cards have a total value of 3. And then I would have to place the 2 in here, and I don't want that, right? So I have to place here this card first. And this one makes me move a passenger to another car, matching color and value, which doesn't work. That's good. So I place this one here, right? Same number. This really messes up my brain at the moment. And now that works. Two of the same number. Move a passenger to another car, matching color value, and trigger the new car's effect. Doesn't work, right? Because we can't move any of these two. Because no green, no 1, no 3. That's good. We are fine. Then I will put this one here, the 3, in here. Like this. Right? Same color, that works. Then place it, and then next place a passenger in a car so that the two cars have a total value of 3. Doesn't work because I only have that passenger, right? And that one doesn't work here. So I think we're fine. Let me know if I made if I have any wrong rules here, but I think that's fine. I don't know why I'm so far up. Let me go down a little bit. All right, so let me just fix everything. There we go. So I think that's fine. And now I'll place P. Woodson in here. It says place between two odd varied passenger. Ta-da! There we go. That is good because these are like the hardest to place, right? Like, had I placed her first someplace, this one wouldn't have been possible anymore. Now I trigger the effect. Draw 2 cards. 2 cards. We still have 1 discarded here, right? So this one we will probably never get. So we have 1 negative point for sure. But let's see if we can do something here. Let's just see. Maybe not. But let's try it somehow. Okay. So, now we need to place a car, of course, right? It also says next. The next effects say like this is like the next action I have to do. Place a passenger of value 1 or 2. But I can't do that, so we're fine. So what can I place here? I can place the 2 and the 0 there, right? These 2 I could place there. If I place this one there, I can't place a passenger anymore. If I place this one, I have to discard these 2 and also can't do anything. So I guess that I just place any of these and then that's it. I think that's it. Because I could also place this one here and then that one, for example, but I would have to discard 2, which I can't. And I suppose if I can't discard any, I also can't place that. Car there, right? Let me see. It only says each card's number is also placement cost, discard a number of cards. So I guess if I can't pay the cost, I can't place it. Yeah, I guess so. That's it. I think I'll just place any of these cards here. Doesn't really matter which one, I suppose. Yeah. It's a shame that these are all different colors, right? Like, had we drawn this one here and had this one instead, right? I could still get rid of 2 cards. But I think there's no way to actually do that. So, yeah, I guess let's place an expensive one then. Let's place this one. There. You have to discard 2 cards. And since we don't have any cards in our hand anymore, we rotate it 1 more and go to train departed. And what we now do, oh, we actually lose the game because we have an empty car. That's a shame. Because now we count all the negative points. VIPs are all in there, that's fine. We count all the cards we couldn't place, that's 3. And also we count the empty cards, which is 1. So that's 4. That's 4 negative points, unfortunately. And can you see it here? It's a little bit small, but it says 0 Royal Conductor, which I've never reached, obviously. 2 Beginner Conductor, and 4 plus you lose. So yeah, that is a shame. Had we just drawn that 3 and the 0, right? Then we would have had only 2 points instead of 4. But that's how the game sometimes goes. I find this game quite hard. I find this is a pretty tough game, actually. Yeah. Well, that's how you play the Royal Limited. Marv was saying, so it would have been better not to place the last car. Not really. Because if I don't place the last car, then it's still a negative point because I didn't place it. You know what I'm saying? So that wouldn't have done anything. Marvel's losing due to 1 empty card is pretty rough, yeah. But otherwise, if I had not placed this, I would just have 4 unplaced cards, right? Same score. So yeah, but that's how you play the Royal Limited. Yeah, pretty cool, a very cool game as well. I like it. I like the theme and everything, but it's still one of those bunch of games that I don't pull out too often because, yeah, just because there's just other games that I personally like a lot more. But it's a very solid design again, definitely. I'll just pull this to the left here while we talk a little bit because I'm gonna make a little a little picture again. I'm just saving myself a bit of time for like editing the other video, the non-live video, so to speak. So let me just make it take a picture or two. Mom was saying it looks like a tough game. Yeah, it is a very tough game. I find it a very tough game. Emma, if you're still watching, let me know because you play the game more often. Let me know if you have any like tactics. Did you see like any like really bad mistakes that I made that you shouldn't make? Maybe. You're right. One passenger is missing. Give me just a moment here. There we go. Alrighty. So let me just, yeah, you will see my mobile phone here, but I think that's, oh, that looks horrible now. Can't live with that. So like this. Okay, there we go. I think there I can do some nice editing here. I think that works quite well. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's the game. It's a good game. It's a very good game. But as I said, it's still not one of my absolute favorites, but it's very good. Okay, we have one game left. Let me check the time. I was planning on 1.5 to 2 hours today, and yeah, that works pretty well. I've been streaming a little bit more than an hour now, so yeah, another game. We can definitely play the third game that I had planned for today. Perfect. Also, one thing that I need to there are like these 3 games that I showed you before that I still want to show on the channel, right? Glass Garden, Last Lighthouse, and a nice cuppa. A nice cuppa, of course, right? I mean, me as a tea drinker, I have to show it off on the channel. But also, I'm sorry that I kind of forgot that I can't think of the name at the moment. Please forgive me. But someone was asking me to play. No, wait, I can show it here. Call of the 9 Estates at some point. I still have my old print and play copy from years ago. So I might also like show that off on the channel at some point. Because this is a pretty decent game as well. It's also not too bad. You know what is a great game? I just got this yesterday, I think. Yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. And I played it already today, and wow, this could become one of my most favorite solo games. I've just played this once, but this is a really nice puzzle. I don't know if you know Reforest, but this one is really good. I'm trying to get out a video very, very soon for that. That one is amazing. Okay, so let me just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I always like divide them into 2 stacks of 9 because 18 cards, right? So it's like kind of evenly spaced out here. By the way, the Royal Limited, I think it doesn't have any other modes, I think, but it has more, it has expansions as well. So there's an expansion collection here, right? And there are like loads of expansions in here. I've already played with all of them, I think. And they're pretty cool. So if you like this game a lot, and you think like at some point, yeah, well, you've seen pretty much everything, right? Then you can also get the expansion collection. Alrighty. This one will be tough. I don't know if I can actually record this well, if I can actually do this well. Let's see if I have the room. If not, I might have to pull up the camera or lower the table a little bit, but let's see. Auburn is saying, I like the way the cars look on this one. Yeah, the cars for Royal Limited look amazing. Especially like the back design. I think this looks so clean. Absolutely amazing. Like the style is very, very cool. The art style is very cool. Might be one of the nicest art styles in a button check game. Who's the designer, the illustrator? I don't even know. Art, Taylor Stone. I actually don't know them. Maybe I have to check out more games by them. But because this is a really nice art style, I like it. Am I saying I'm not great at the game, but I really enjoy it? It's a puzzly but not brain burning. I don't think I'd have done any better than you did, Sir Thekos. Well, that is good. That is good to hear. I'm a little bit... I hope you were honest, but then I'm a little bit relieved. Marv is saying, no, Rove is the best design. It is so cute. Yeah, Rove has a great design. Rove, and I also like Death Valley a lot. I think Rove, Death Valley might be 2 of my favorite designs. And then I think that Royal Limited is getting close there. Okay, River Wild. Very interesting game as well. A very puzzly game. If you like puzzles, well, that might be your game. So, we have a landscape that we're creating. I have no idea what the actual story is at the moment. Do we have a story there? We actually do have a story. I never read these stories for any of these games. Well, we are... Oh, this is actually nice. Oh, let me read that out. Come on. Every year in the realm of Wild, the first snow of the season brings new life to the land and the creatures who inhabit it. High atop the tallest peaks, the sun beats down on the fallen snow, creating a rushing river that threatens to flood the magical land below. Carve out the most harmonious land possible, plotting the river's course to create space for the local wildlife to thrive. Okay. That's a story, I guess. What we're essentially doing is we have like these cards here. And we don't have any restrictions how we place them, or not too many restrictions. And we are trying to like form a river by playing these cards, right? And they can also have like several like offshoots, right? This will definitely not fit on camera. I will have to pull it up later on. But like we're like building this river, right? Important is that we're actually really like carving out the river. So I couldn't place it like this, right? Because you see suddenly here, right, there's like land that is not connecting to any other land, right? So river always needs to connect to river and land always to land, right? So I could place it like this later on, but I could not place it like this. Exception are these mountains here, right? These peaks, these high peaks, these serve for both. So either I can connect land, not like this, here, like this. I could connect land to these peaks, but I could also let a river, like a new river, create a new river with that. So that's fine. What we are trying to do, we are trying to like form these, I think they're called sacred lands. And sacred lands are like islands, so to speak, that are closed off. Like, can I close this off somehow here? Like this, right? That's not a very large island, but this would now be a closed off island because, right, I cannot extend it any further. And these islands always consist of, let's say, 3 things. First of all, we have scoring conditions. So this one says 3 unicorns, gives me 3 or 6 points. I will tell you in a moment which of these colors trigger. Or here, if I have one of each wildlife, I think there are 4 different ones, if I'm not mistaken, then I get 4 or 8 points. That's the first thing. The second thing is the wildlife, right? We also have these animals here, like dragons, unicorns, then these elk, dogs. I don't know what these are, like kind of deer, elk kind of thing, and these frogs. I think there's only 4. Yeah, there's 4. Jackalopes. These are jackalopes. Frog, jackalope, unicorn, dragon. But at least I got the other 3 correct. And the game is over when we don't have any cards, or if we can't place any cards. These cards are double-sided, and on both sides they have the same thing, just mirrored, right? And when we take a card, we can always like take the other side, the mirrored side, if we want to, right? So, for example, if I wanted to extend something here, I couldn't do it like this, but I could do it like this, right? So that helps us carve out that river a little bit more. Right, and at the end we get points for lots of different things. Here's just the ranking here. So we get 2 points per island that we have, protected land, right? Then we get like these points that we reached here. The largest protected land that we have uses the first number to score, and all other protected land the second number, right? Then we get wait, yeah, right. And then we choose one of these 4 animals, right? Then we have like the points here, right? That we need, right? So for example, like these 3 unicorns, and if I have 3 unicorns here, I get these points. I think that's pretty much it. Sorry, I'm a little confused. Sorry about that. One thing that I haven't shown you yet is like these stones here. I have no idea how these are called. These are called something. Runestones. Runestones they're called. They give an adjacent island any type of animal, right? So for example, let's say I had like 2 unicorns here, right? Then I could say this one acts as a 3rd unicorn, and I could score this, right? So that's another thing. And I think that's it. And we play this game until we can't place any cards anymore. That's it. All right. So we have the peaks up there at the top, the mountain, like where the river starts, as the start. Then we take all the other cards, the 16 cards, and we just shuffle them up a little bit. Give them like a few cuts. And then we draw a hand of 3 river cards. So I just put the deck up here. And then we draw a hand of 3 cards. You know what? Let me just put them down like this here. So, like this. Okay, there we go. I think I'm still in the right spot here in the top left because I'm not going to build anything up here. So that's fine. So, Emma is saying, I remember having 2-day long brain freeze when tried the Ancient Realms for the first time. Took me 2 days to make move 1. I kind of agree. I think Ancient Realms, they're kind of tough to understand at first. But it's a very elegant game once you know how it works, right? But I'm really bad at that one as well. Ancient Realm, another game that I want to bring to the channel soon. Mov is saying, Didi, that's the nice thing about solo game. We can take all the time we need. Yep, that is absolutely right. Okay, I think we can get started. So let's see what we can do here. So I usually like to have like 2 offshoots immediately. That's usually a good thing, right? I would hate to do it like this because then I'm like really limited, right? At the start, because I can't build anything here really anymore, right? So I couldn't build anything here, right? Because it doesn't connect up here. That's not possible. Also, we can also have like gaps and stuff, right? So we are kind of free in how we arrange everything here. You see, here we have something with a frog, right? We could like easily do it like this, right? And then put this one here later, right? We would already have like the first few points. I think that's not a bad idea. Let's do it like this, I think. Because we can also use the runestone because we can score these multiple times, right? It says like 1 frog. But if we have like 5 frogs there, we can score that 5 times. And then we draw the next card here. Okay, so I think I want to do that. I think I want to put the frog right here because we can still extend down there. I think that's a good idea. So we already have 2 frogs here for that scoring. I think that's not all too bad. So let's go down here. So here, this one says 3 frogs. If I took this, I would have to mirror it and put it like this. And if we put like 1 more frog here, right, we could like score both. That would be actually quite nice. But there is no frog coming up, right? We see the next card that is coming up. And there's no frog on there. That's kind of bad. Well, how do we do that then? Yeah, but I think that's the only good thing we can do. Because I could also take this one. Oh no, this one I couldn't even take. On the other side, like this. But I don't want to like get any more wildlife there. You know what? I will do it like the way I wanted to. I will put it like this. And just hope maybe we can extend the island long enough that we can get another frog. That would be kind of cool, right? We will have an intermission in a moment anyway, because I will have to pull up the camera more. So there's a frog. There's a frog. Okay. We could later on. Yeah, that's kind of. Can I extend? Oops. Can I extend this island further? Here it would be closed off, right? Here it would also be closed off. I don't think I can get that 3rd frog to work. No, I don't think so. Not really. No, I don't think I can do that. That's kind of bad. I kind of hate that. Well, then I guess we're unlucky here. Yeah. Am I saying I also opened Rove last week and discovered I previously decided it was a good idea to shuffle all the expansions in at once and create absolute carnage. Did you play it? Did you play it this way? Let me know, because I want to know how that worked. I've done that with Scars of Sedlec. Not all expansions, because there are just way too many. But I did it with Scars of Sedlec, like shuffling in like 3 or 4 of these expansions. And that worked well. You just have to like make the pyramid larger. And then it works. Even multiplayer and solo as well. You just have to like make your feature. Or your stack, I think it's called, larger. So what do we do? Help me. I think you can't do anything really. Not really. Sorry. Yeah, I think I will just have to. Well, actually, wait. We can also just continue extending down here and just hoping that we will at some point get a frog, right? Something like this, maybe. That's what we could do. But it's like really risky. At the end, I don't finish this island, right? But it's only like 2, 4, 6 points. Yeah, 6 points. That's not too bad. What do you want to reach? We want to reach at least 30 points. That's like the lowest acceptable score. I have no idea. Help me. I think that's just bad luck. I can't look what's down there. Well, I don't really have to risk it, right? Because I can't put something here, anything, because this one always works up here, right? So that would be okay. I think I will put this here and just hope I can do something. Or even differently. Could even leave myself more room here, like this, right? Because that also works, because I'm extending the river, that's fine. I could also do something like that, right? And here are unicorns I could use later on, so let's try it like this. It's very risky what I'm doing here, but let's just see. Am I saying I did play it ultimate survival mode? Super difficult though. If you have one of the missions you have to solve in one card, and you have a fistful of cards that freeze modules, yeah, for sure. Yeah, that definitely was hard mode, what you were doing there. So this frog, I cannot put it here. I can't. Yeah, I think I'm pretty much like stuck here. I think there's nothing that I can do. Yeah, I will have to close off this island. Let me just close it off then. Let me close it like this. Okay, there we go. Because this way I could make this a dragon and then I could even get more points. So that's fine. Okay, so what else can we do here? We want to have one dragon and one unicorn in here, right? There is one unicorn here, but with that one we would close off the island. That wouldn't help us at all. That's kind of bad. This one is just as bad. We don't want that either. This dragon here also wouldn't help us. Yeah, I think this island is pretty much doomed. But I mean, we were just trying to make it somehow work, right? We need one island that extends further down, but there is none at the moment. Like these islands, such an island, right? We would need such an island. But then again, oh wait, like this we could extend it, right? That would work. Please remember, mountains can be the starting point for rivers and for mountains. But we have like too much scoring stuff here. That doesn't help at all. Yeah, that doesn't help at all. Let's close off this island and start a new one. Let's start a nice island. This island is stupid. I don't like this island. It's stupid. Okay. Yeah. I think I will do it like this. It's a shame. If we had just like one runestone here adjacent, that would already help. But it's still an island. We still will get 2 points for that. That's fine. Okay, let's just see how we can continue. So, here any 5 animals. Here we want some dragons, but we can't do anything there. Yeah, they're kind of tough as well. So here we need each animal on the island. The problem is that we can't really build any of these. What we could do is we could take... Oh no, we can't take this one. We can take it in this direction, like this, right? And then we can try to build like the jackalope and a frog here. I think that could work. We have a frog. We have a jackalope coming up. That's pretty good. Maybe we can get in that frog there. I think with that we can work. Okay. I was just playing this game a few days ago, and I was doing quite okay actually. Today I'm doing pretty bad. But I mean, Didi, that's what he said, right? The first game was great, and it's only going down south from here. And you see, right? The second one we lost. Just barely we lost, and here we will like really do bad. Okay, what did I want to do? I wanted to put the jackalope. Oh, I can't. I can't because the river doesn't extend there. I can't do that. Okay. That means I would have to do it like this, but that's fine as well. That's okay. So now we have a frog there, and now we need a jackalope. Okay, now we can take this one. Now we can take this one. Which direction doesn't really matter, I think. Doesn't really matter, no. Marvis. Oh wait, did I take that card from up there? Did I take that? I think so, right? I can't do it. Oh no. Let me put these a little bit further so I see it. Oh no, you're right, I can't take this. Oh, that's bad, because then... Then the only thing that makes sense... No, actually, it's still fine. It's still fine. I can still take the frog and put it here, like this. Right? And then I can extend down here further. But now you don't see anything anymore. So what I would have to do, give me just a moment. I will just have to lower the table a little bit. Give me just a moment to fix all of that. Oh, my camera. Yeah, that's kind of bad. I didn't really prepare for that. Give me just a moment. I will be able to fix that in just a moment. So, because you will need more room to see, you will see my laptop in just a moment, but that shouldn't be too bad. So, let me put the camera stuff up here. Like this. Okay, and now I should be able to go down a little bit more. Okay, I think that kind of works. Sorry about like me having to rearrange everything here. Yeah, but still, I think it's still not enough room. Yeah, this game is really tough to record, right? This one is very, very tough to record, actually. I might have to just pull that up a little bit because we don't need that up here anyway. Let me just put the card, put it down there. I'll have to edit that out for the video, I guess, on my channel, right? So how did it go? Was it like this? I think it was like this, right? Yeah, I think it was. So, like this. There we go. All right, I'm kind of back. You do see my laptop now, but there's no other way to do it. Okay, so we draw a card from here. So how can we continue? Let me think. We need another jackalope here, right? We could also try building here a little bit if we find some more dragons. But this one doesn't work, right? Because, see it right there. That really won't work. What we could do is continue working here like this. Because now if we can use a runestone here, right? And also if we get another jackalope, we could score him for both, right? Because he can take one animal and score it for several different ones here. I think that's what I could try to do. But the thing is, we don't have any card that fits up here. Because these all only have like half a card of river, right? That means we can't extend anything down here anyway. In just a moment. What we could also do is do it differently. Do it like this. This way we would have the first jackalope here, right? That would work. And we would have then room to extend here a little bit. I think that's an idea. Hugo Stolz is saying, do you have German roots because of your German games version? Well, I will take that as a compliment. Because I am German. I am completely German and I live in Germany as well. But I will take that as a compliment that my accent isn't too horrible. Although I have received, in the past, I have received two comments by people who say that my German accent is so horrible they can't listen to me anymore. And I told them, well, you don't have to. So yeah. Alright, so let's do it like this. I think that's fine. I think that's good. So, can I do anything cool? Oh, I can. Oh, I see something really cool. This one here. Check this out. I can just flip this one and put it here. Because now I have two frogs, one jackalope, and another jackalope if I want to, right? That is pretty nice. That is actually pretty cool. That would score quite, not great, but okay at least. All right, all right. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Okay. That's not too bad. All right, this game is really tough to record for the channel here. All right. I have no idea how I will go down further, but I would have to just pull around things a little bit. We can't get it to work. It would be easier for me if I put the laptop someplace else and turned off the face cam, but I'm not going to do that now. You just see like a few cables here, but that's fine now. Okay, so what do we do? Can I actually also build up here, or do I have to go down all the time? I think I don't have to, right? On the card above, upright, below an existing card. I think I can also go up, so maybe we can also like build something up here still, right? You just need to extend from a card that is above it. So we still need dragons here, but this one doesn't work, and this one we can't place because because we don't have any. No, that all won't work. Ah, that's a shame. I could imagine having this here, right? But before we do that, we have to place cards here as well. Then we have the frog here. Because the thing is, we can't place anything here. Because, see, this won't work. Except if I do it like this. But then we would have to find a card that actually fits here, right? That's kind of rough. What I could do is place that card here. That's what I could try, but it's also not too great. Am I saying we think your accent is amazing in our house and you have a good voice to listen to? Oh, thank you so much. It's very, very kind of you. And Oman can say my accent is much worse and English is my first language. Where do you come from? Oh, you said it, right? Was it Alabama? Oh, I would have to find it again. I think you'll have to tell me again. Alabama, yeah. Okay, I got this right. Very good. Marvis just saying that as well. Okay, good. So I listened a little bit. That's good. All right, you know what? Let's just extend here on the right a little bit until I know what to do here. Because here, I mean, I could also like close off the island, but I don't want to. I'm a little bit greedy now, but I think I don't really want to close it off. Because we also get like 2 points for each island, right? So I could also, I don't know. This one doesn't help me. Here I would need 5. That's a lot. That really is a lot. That's way too much. Let me think. I could do this like this and then try to extend here somehow, right? Just to get more mileage in. Because that one is also another protected land, right? And we will get another 2 points. That would also work. It's not good because we don't get any further points, right? But I guess it's better than nothing. I guess. Now let me place that here and just see what other cards come up. We still need to finish off that island here. That is important. We have now this frog here still. I can place the frog here. Can I somehow close the island off then? With this one, I could close it off. That would work. Then the island would be closed and we'd have another root zone. I will do that. So you can't see it again. Let me just push everything up a little bit so you can see it better. I will fix that a little bit later when we actually count up all of our points. So this is a very messy playthrough, but that's the way it is. All right, so see, this one wasn't too bad. Okay, and then I wanted to close this off with a rune stone. So now I'll have to think because we have three frogs, which is too many. Like a jackalope would be perfect here, but there's no way. There's a jackalope here. No, actually no. We just need a runestone. Then we would have 2 jackalopes. So let me just take. Let me take this one here, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Because now the island, the protected land, is closed off, right? And I have 3 frogs, and I would have 3 jackalopes. So that's good. We can score that 3 times. That is actually pretty good. And then we draw the last card. And the game ends whenever we place the last card, or whenever we can't place any card anymore, right? So I'm not going to go down further. That's not going to help you with these cards. Let's see. That's good because I can't push anything up further. Let's see what we can do here. So, is there anything we can do? If you see anything, let me know. Oh, look at this one. Ah, no, this doesn't work. That would give me a few points. That's a shame. That would have been amazing. That would have been really great. Yeah, I'm not sure. This one, he is a dragon. We could use a dragon here. That's gonna work. Put a dragon here. You can still see that. That's good. And then I can place these two. I can place this one right here. It's another dragon. I will put it up in just a moment. And the last one I can place just here. All right. I will put it up in just a moment. Give me a second. And with that, we have finished the game. So let us do it in a few steps. Let me just push that up a little bit. And I'll just have to like push it down like step by step. So we can actually count up all of our points. So this way you see everything that you need to see. And I think we need something to write down our points. Actually, so let me just get something quickly. I should find something right here. I did not prepare anything to write, which is pretty bad. But I'm in the office, so that's fine. Let me just take this one here and get a pen. All right, so, and, oh, in the comments, in the live chat, a few things have been going on. Didi saying Alabama has a very specific accent. Deep South, I speak Appalachian, Ovenkim is saying. Okay. Marv is saying, would that be called accent or dialect? And Emma is saying, Deep South accents are so lovely, really melodious. And then something about the game. This game is way more crunchy than I expected it to be. It's really crunchy. When I backed this, I thought like, yeah, it's gonna be a cute puzzly game. It's really crunchy. It really is. It looks way cuter than it actually is. Hugo Stolz is saying, I played yesterday Tiny Epic Pirates, a great game in a very small box. So cool game, like a big box game, and the solo mode was also so great. All right, so now I'll make a few people unhappy, I think, but I have played a lot of the Tiny Epic games. Not all of them, but quite a few. I think like 5, 6 at least. And there's only one that I like, and that is Tiny Epic Dinosaurs, because I think like that game is it's a really well designed. Just the solo mode isn't very good. That's why I haven't shown it off on the channel yet, because the solo mode just isn't very good. But the multiplayer game really is. All the other games were good. Most of them were good, but I found them all too much game in a small box. Meaning is that it became like very fiddly, right? But I do see the good design, right? They are well designed for sure. I see that. I don't have to like a game just to appreciate its design. MK is saying hello from Colorado. Hey MK, I think I haven't seen you in chat yet. So welcome to the stream or the chat. And Auburn Kim is saying this game is my least favorite of today. Yeah, it's also a game that I'm hardly ever reaching for when I'm looking for like a small puzzle game to play. I have like others that I like more. It's good. It's decent. But given that Buttonshire has like much better games, it's just decent. But also I could be at fault here, right? Because of my horrible way of recording this game today, right? I kind of underestimated how much room it takes, and I just don't have the setup for that, right? But okay. I try to make the best of it. Emma is saying, I've only ever played Tiny Epic Quest from the TE series, but I enjoyed it. Keep meaning to try others. Tiny Epic Quest is right here. You can see it, but it's just lying right there because I'm planning to play that soon, because that's one of the few ones that I haven't played yet. Jason Morgan is saying, just tuning in, what other Buttonshire games did you play today? Sorry, when I see BS, I always want to say something else, but Buttonshire. You will be able to see this video like after the live stream is over. You can see it as a video on demand, right? But I will also like cut up the single games and publish them as regular videos. First, we started with Unsurmountable. I'm not going to spoil whether I won or not. Then we played a round of the Royal Limited. And now we are playing River Wild, which is going to be the last game for today. We've just finished up River Wild, and now we are counting our points. Who was also saying the pirates are so cool, try this one. I have tried it, and it was pretty good. It was pretty good. It just, sometimes a game can be really good and still it doesn't really, for some unknown reason, doesn't really catch you. And it was good, but it's also a game that I never reached for. But keep in mind that I have like hundreds of games in my collection, right? So like I have like a way different way of measuring up games, whether they can stay in my collection or not, right? And currently I'm like culling a lot of games. I think just last week I sold like 10, 15 games at once. And I still have like the plan of selling another 40 to 50 games this year, at least. So, yeah. Jason Morgan is asking, have you played Ancient Realm? It's my favorite of the button shy games. Yes, I have played it and it's really good. I just haven't brought a video to the channel yet, but I will bring one to the channel quite soon. All right, let's count our points. So, we get 2 points per protected land. Keep that in mind. I will just like score down here and then I will pull everything down again and then we'll score up there. And also I need to make another picture, take a picture at the end, but I can also do that at the end of the stream. Okay, so let's start with, so we see like no protected lands here. A protected land is only protected when it's like a complete island, and this one is. So let's start here. So here we get 1 or 2 points for each unicorn. This is not one of my largest islands, so I will take the first number. No unicorns, I don't score those. I score 2 points because it's a protected land. And then I get 1 point per dragon on the island. That's 2 dragons. But I can also turn each of the runestones into 1 dragon, right? So that is 4 dragons. That means 4 points, right? Just like that. I don't need the plus there, but whatever. Then here we have another protected land. A very large one. That could be the largest. I think it is the largest. 2, 4, 6 cards. That should be the largest. That means I score the second number here. And here you see we get 4 points for each pair of jackalope and frog. We have 3 frogs and only 1 jackalope. But we can add, with these 2 runestones, we can add 1 jackalope each, right? So we score that 3 times. 3 times 4 is 12. In case we do have another protected land up there that I can't see at the moment that is larger, we would only score 6 points, right? I'm just going to put that here in brackets just in case. That's 6 cards. There is a stray unicorn here that doesn't score any points. Also, we gain 2 points again because it's a protected land, right? For each island, so to speak, we get 2 points. Morph is saying, was that way around? Large is the second number. Wait. Are you right? Am I doing this the wrong way? Am I doing this the wrong way? I think you could be right. Let me see. Scoring. Wait. If it's on the largest protected land, the first number. You're right. It's the other way around. Yeah. Okay, so we'll just restart all of that. This, my people, has never happened. All right, so protected land, 2 points down there. Then we take the second number because it's not the largest one. 2 points per dragon. So that's 4 dragons. That's 4 points. Thank you, Morph, for correcting me. So 2 points for that protected land. You see, this is a game I don't play very often. So James, just as I said, right? I don't play that very often. So that is the reason why I got that confused again. Wait, am I doing it wrong again? It's 2 points. Oh, these 2 dragons, right? I forgot these 2 dragons. Thank you, Morph. Thank you very much. I'm completely messing up now. So now the smaller number for the largest protected land, in case it is. So it is 6, we said, right? If it's not the largest, it will be 12 later on. Okay, so now we can move up, I think. So let me just pull everything down a little bit. Give me just a moment to get everything down here again. All right, see? There we go. Okay. I think it was like this. All right, so we just finished this protected land down here. Now we go up here. So we have 1 protected land right here. Just 2 points for that land. But 3 dragons, we don't have that. That jackalope doesn't do anything, so no further points. I also score really badly in this game usually, right? Even when I do it correctly. So here we have protected land, which is definitely not the largest one, right? So we take the second number again, which is 4 points for each pair of dragon and unicorn, but we are missing the dragon, so nothing. Did I get the 2 points for the Black Land? No, I didn't. And then we score here. So let's start with the one here at the top. That is 2 points for each frog. We only have 1, but we have a second one over there, right? So that's another 2 points, plus another 2 points for that protected land. And actually, no, let me reverse that. Let us only take the 2 points for the protected land, and let me turn that one into a dragon, because that means we get 2 points for that one frog, right? And we get 4 points for the frog and the dragon. So that should be correct. Let me see. Oh, Mom was saying stop. Why stop? Why stop? Now it's correct. Okay, wonderful. Yeah, I think I did something wrong earlier, but yeah, okay. We made it. Yeah, sorry, we have a delay here. Who Stolz is saying, do you try the new Menefa? Not yet, but I have heard it's a very good game. I have heard really good things about it, but I haven't tried it yet. No, but it's on my list. Emma saying, was fun to join the stream today. Have a great evening all. Thank you very much for having joined. It was really cool to see you in here. And I hope I see you next time as well. I don't know if I can have a live stream in May, but I will try at least. Because in May I'm actually on vacation for a large part of it, or some part of it at least. So May, June, like probably I can only make 2 of these, one of these 2 months. But let's see. Maybe I can stream both months. I still have so much to show you. Okay, I think we're done. I hope I didn't miss anything. So let's see. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 18, 20, 22, 30. I think we just made the lowest rank. Alman is saying, thanks so much. I really appreciate watching your plays of these games. It has helped me decide which ones that I will actually enjoy before I purchase them, and it saved me money as well as time. Yeah, that is like one of the many reasons why I do this channel. And that's why I do playthroughs as well, because reviews are cool if you want to have like a small overview over what a game does, but if you want to get a real feeling how a game plays when you actually play it yourself, because that's the main thing, right? You don't want to know if a game is good. You want to know if it plays in such a way that you enjoy it. That's why I do these long plays, these playthroughs. I know that nowadays it's like kind of stupid to do that, because nowadays it's like all about short form content, all about TikTok and all that kind of stuff, right? So I know that it's not clever for like the growth of my channel to do that, but I don't care, right? I want to do what I am having fun with, and I also want to do like what you as my community who enjoy, like watch my videos, right? What you like to see. And I always get the feedback that playthroughs are the thing that you enjoy the most. So that's why I do that. That's the reason. I'm always saying that's what I also appreciate from when you play. I can feel if I would like it. I'm saying exactly. Yeah, that's great. That's exactly the feedback I always get, that people see it the same way I do. So that's great. I know for like the growth of my channel, I should do it like way differently, but I don't care. I want to do this because it's great. And if I have to grow smaller in order to do the content that we all enjoy, I'll do that. So perfect. I'm always saying, even if some games that you enjoy a lot are not for me, I usually get a good feeling for that. Yeah, exactly. So you don't have to enjoy the games that I enjoy, right? So a lot of you also enjoy games that I don't like. But that's like the way it is, right? We're all different, luckily. So yeah. Last thing for today, in terms of games, is let's look at the scoring. And I think I did really bad. I did. But I got the 30 at least. Yeah, it might be a little bit blurry now, but you see, 0 to 29 is like the lowest rank. It's like a loss, right? I mean, if you can get the lowest rank with 0 points, it's definitely a loss. It says embarrassing environment, which is like really insulting, by the way. And then 30 to 34, and we just reached that, just barely, is decent domicile. And then we have harmonious habitat, which I think only reached once, ever. And then we have Sublime Sanctuary with 40 to 44 and 45 plus Heavenly Haven. I have no idea how you want to reach that. Yeah, I didn't build very well, but still, that's like 45 points. That's like half the points more than what I have. That's almost impossible. I have no idea how you would possibly reach that. So yeah. I was saying even some games I already know that. Hugo Stolz, I know you like print and play games. Have you played Waypoints from Postmark Games? I like this cool game. Waypoints. Waypoints is which one is that's? It's the first one with the ships with the water, right? That's Waypoints. Yeah. I think I published a video on my channel like a long time ago, so to speak. I think like 2-3 years ago. But I think if that is the game, then I published a video on that. And there are also like further of the games that I would like to publish on the channel, but I haven't done so yet. The problem is, maybe I should make a video about that at some point. There is a behind the scenes video on my Patreon that shows that a little bit. But actually I have like a huge list of games I still want to like play, or like a lot of videos I want to bring to the channel. And currently that written list has like, I think 40 or 50 games. And there are still like at least 30 to 40 games more that I just haven't written down yet, but that are in my mind. So I will never be able to bring you all the videos that I want to bring you. Because with 3 videos a week, which is a lot, but still I can't possibly ever bring you all the games that I want to. But yeah. What was saying, we did fail. You mean with the 30 points? I wouldn't count it as a fail. I wouldn't count that as a fail if you mean that. I was saying count us in good times and bad. Perfect. And Hugo Schultz is saying I like your channel. Thank you all so much. It's really hard to put this into words, and I keep saying it on the channel off and on. But it's like really unbelievable. It's still unbelievable to me, like that there are so many people who actually like what I'm doing here, right? Actually, I'm just like sitting here and playing games, putting a camera on top of it, and that's it. I mean, yeah, it's a lot of work, and it's really tough. And I have no idea how I'm doing this right while doing all my day job, right? Like I work like my 40 hours a week and have like lots of other things to do, and still I manage to somehow push this channel through. But it's like always great to hear when you say you actually enjoy this, right? Had you told me 4 years ago, in 4 years you will have like 10,000 subscribers and like, I don't know, almost 20 people joining your live streams and stuff, I would have never believed you. So thank you again, like from the bottom of my heart. It really means a lot to me. So yeah. And before we get too sentimental here, I'd say, well, I think we're at the end for today. So thank you so much. Excuse my totally messy playthrough of River Wild. Like starting at like how I recorded this with the camera, right? I need to like improve my setup even further, but I'm on it. I keep improving my setup here. And also the scoring, that was horrible. But luckily Marv helped me here, so that is amazing. James is saying, have really enjoyed your videos. Thank you so much. That's great to hear. I think you will continue to pick up more subscribers. I think so as well. I'm currently always watching like the speed at which subscribers are subscribing to the channel, and so far it hasn't gotten less. It also hasn't gotten a lot more than usual, but it's not gotten less. So if that trajectory keeps like the same for the next few years, it should mean I could actually reach the 20,000 in like 4 years or something. That would be amazing. That would be really, really insane. Yeah, and you will see like a lot of changes and a lot of improvements on my channel over the next few months and years. I mean, you probably have seen it the past few years as well. If you look at the first videos I have put out 4 years ago, I mean, it's very kind that people keep saying these are good videos, but I mean, compared with now, these are really horrible. So it will become better. A new camera is planned for this or next year. Let's see. A better camera and better lighting setup even, but let's see. Yeah. Didi saying, when I watch YouTube videos about games, I respect variety of opinions, but I rarely click with people. Out of entire Dice Tower crew, it's Z Garcia who I usually listen carefully to. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't mind any of the Dice Tower crew. Not really. I mean, I think the channel is doing a good job, and I mean, they're like the leading channel pretty much, right? But like the one I click the most with is also Z Garcia, and who I also like is Mike Delisio. I think he's very cool as well. Claptop is saying, I like crafting these print and play games, but usually don't find the courage to sit down and play them. It inspires me to play them. Thanks. Yeah, you're very welcome. And as usual, you can always like bring up suggestions what you want me to cover on my channel, right? I can't cover all of that, right? But I write everything down. I actually have one YouTube notebook just for YouTube with like different registers and stuff, like just an A5 notebook. And there's like one section in there with games I have to check out that you tell me. So I actually have like a list of games that you as a community tell me I should play, and I will never be able to play all of them, but I'm trying at least. I have brought quite a lot of videos to the channel that I would have never played otherwise. Halls of Hegra, for example. That's an example. Jason Morgan is saying there's a relaxed and friendly vibe to your channel. Yeah, thank you. Except if I'm too excited for a game, then I get like really hectic, just like now, right? I couldn't even score, right? So, but usually I try to have like a pretty calm and chill vibe, so to speak. DD is saying Extravaganza is my German equivalent of Z. That is a compliment, because you just said you like Ziga Ziga, right? Thank you. Thank you so much. Especially, except that I'm the only crew, right? So, because I hope you know, right? But this is like, I'm like doing this all by myself. So there are people sometimes that contact me for reviews that think that there is like a team behind this channel, but definitely not. For sure not. Owen is saying it was great. Wishing my fellow gamers a wonderful day. Thank you. Same thing to you. MK is saying thank you for the great content and amazing recommendations. Much appreciated. You're very welcome. And who is saying no trails? No, you have to trail for 4 days for waypoints. Oh yeah, then it's a different one. No, then I haven't played that one. Not yet, but it's. I think it's on my list. If not, I'll write it down here and I will put it in my notebook after the stream to check that out as well. I think I have the print and play. I just haven't played it yet. I can't play everything, so. This morning is saying, will there be a Extravaganza board game forthcoming? I foresee a feudal tower defense game with dinosaurs. Ooh, that sounds good, actually. I might write that down. Yes, well, yes and no. No, there's no board game coming, but yes, I'm working on designs. My plan was to publish my first design within the next 1 or 2 years, but I'll never find the time to do my regular life, plus YouTube, plus game design. I just can't find the time, so, but I have planned to like continue my designs this year. So yeah, there will be something coming. I just can't tell you when. But I actually like my final prototype. I would have liked to finish this year, but I don't think I can do that. But you will definitely hear of that, because I want to involve the community to help me playtest the game. Maybe I thought that'd be kind of cool to have like the community also be involved. Didi saying thanks for a great Sunday evening. You're very welcome. James Morgan is saying you have a group of potential playtesters here. Yeah, just what I said. Sorry, there's just a delay here, but yeah, exactly. So that's actually one of my. That's actually first one. I have like a small circle of playtesters, and maybe just my Patreon or Discord server or something, and then I want to open it up to the community for the larger playtests. Yeah. Mo was saying the same thing. If you need playtesters, let us know. Perfect. So already know that I have some people who would like to playtest my stuff. Great. Sorry, need a drink just. A little bit. All right, thank you so much for watching. I think we'll end it here. I am really got something stuck in my throat now. Thank you so much for watching. This was really fun, and I'm really glad that I was able to bring these 3 games to you. Maybe that's something you enjoyed today. If not, that's also good. Then you just know not to get these games, right? But I think these are all decent games. I think I think the best one is probably Royal Limited out of these 3. Unsurmountable isn't bad either. River Wild, I think it really depends on your mileage, right? If you like these crunchy puzzle games, but it can be pretty unforgiving. This is like probably one of the games I'm worst at least according to the Button Shy games. All right, well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this stream. I had a lot of fun with you, and also, I don't know, maybe give me feedback at some point if you would like to see this facecam more often. For now, I have decided if I continue doing that, only to do it in my live streams, for like just personal touch, right? I would probably not introduce it for my regular videos for now. I think I don't want to do that because like recording these is like a lot of work and very exhausting. Anyway, I have to like think of so many things. Now, still, if I have to think of like the camera as well, the second camera, I don't know yet, but I might continue doing it for the live videos at least. All right. Marv saying thank you, have a nice evening or day to our friends across the pond. Exactly. Almacom saying best to you, Marv. And Didi saying is saying less of shirt, more of forehead next time. Well, that's just because I put on the table because I had to it's like my laptop camera actually that I'm using here, right? So that's why. But yeah, I'm still working on the setup. I think I just need a different way of positioning the camera. I'm working on that. All right. Well, thank you all so much. You have a great evening, day, morning, wherever you are located. And, well, I'll see you on my next video on my Discord server, anywhere. All right. Take care, everyone. Stay safe and cheers.